Good afternoon, St. Francis, and good afternoon, people of God. It is the 3rd of November, 2021, a Wednesday in the 31st week of the year, the 31st week in Ordinary Time. A mid-afternoon reflection today because this morning was a little bit busy with a lot of things. I didn't want today to go by, though, without saying some words about today's readings. So coming to you this afternoon from the courtyard of our school, the Franciscan school, next to the famed statue of St. Francis and the Wolf of Gubbio, the bronze statue of St. Francis and the Wolf of Gubbio. Today is also the Upshur Memorial of Saint Martin of Tours, a lay Dominican from the 1600s who was a Peruvian, native Peruvian by birth, and so became a Dominican who was very concerned with the plight of the poor peoples, especially the indigenous peoples of Peru, as the Spanish conquest continued. And so he is one of the patron saints of racial harmony. And so in this world in which we live today, to have a saint of racial harmony is very important. So remember Saint Martin of Tours today. There are special readings for him, but our readings for today is what you probably would have heard. So the readings for today is, again, still Paul's letter to the Romans, in which now Paul moves away from sin and sinfulness to talking about love, which is a wonderful thing. And what is remarkable about this passage in the letter to the Romans is that it is almost word for word from the Gospels themselves, from the mouth of Jesus. And so Paul is reiterating it about knowing all the commandments and knowing, loving father and mother, honoring father and mother, and not coveting this or coveting that. But the most important of these all is love, and they are all wrapped up in love. And if they are not followed by love, then they become meaningless and purposeless. So again, Paul in some ways redeems himself as we move through the letter to the Romans, from just focusing upon sin and sin and sin, to now looking at what makes us truly human, and that is our ability to love, our never failing ability to love and desire to love. Combined with that is Luke's gospel, which is a little bit more sharp, I guess, let's say, in Jesus's, in words today. Again, what is he talking about? He begins to saying that you can't be his follower without hating your mother and father and sister and brother and whatever it is, and denouncing possessions and stuff like that. And he goes into a parable about, a king who tries to build a tower, and if he doesn't have the right tools or whatever it is, and the tower falls to ruin, they'll say he could not do what, he set out to do. And again, that is something important, I think, for us always to remember and identifying as people of faith, because we have to know what it's going to cost, what is going to be involved with this. And if we don't take the time and effort to truly invest in our faith with everything that we are and everything that we can be, and to acknowledge everything that it offers, well, then faith itself will become meaningless. Faith itself will not amount to anything, and we will be wasting our time. We will not be able to accomplish anything. Faith cannot just be something that is lip service. Faith cannot be just something that is surface. Faith cannot be something that is just following the rules and doing what we're told and showing up, on time when it seems necessary for us to show up on time for. Now, faith involves an engagement with the wholeness that we are as human beings. It involves us putting aside other things and focusing upon, again, what truly matters and what needs to matter in our life and in our world today, for faith to become something that affects and implants itself, to have an efficacy that changes the history of the world and changes its decisions and changes its outcomes. Faith has the power to do that, but it can only succeed if we put the effort into knowing what it means to believe, and acting out of that belief in ways that give life and hope to all. May the Lord give you his peace.